Welcome back, it's Smashbots here, and today I want to show a level, or more a mechanic, that was found by ReflectFox. So he made a level from the mechanic that he found. The level is called Impossible from Checkpoint Demonstration, and that's actually exactly what the level and the mechanic is all about. He found a way to make it impossible to beat a level from the checkpoint. So it's no problem to beat the level right from the start. But once we start from the checkpoint, there's no possible way to achieve victory, because as soon as we face left, a cannon will drop down and block our way. And the only way to go left without facing left is to use Yoshi's tongue, and no matter what, he will always grab this power block and once we are far enough to the left, then we can see the rest of the level. So as you can see on the right, there's a door, and we have to put something underneath the door in order to enter it, and there is no other item that we could use. There's no item but this power block right here, so we need to get the power block on the other side somehow. We could now jump up with Yoshi, but then we would lose the power block, so this does not help. We can also try to kick the power block up, but it will hit the ceiling right here. So there is basically no way for us to ever get this power block in this position, because we could still grab it if it would be here, but no matter what, if we do the Yoshi thing with the tongue, we will always grab the power block and remove it from its original position. And the problem is, in this level, there is actually a way to still beat the level from here, but it's not a developer exit or something like this. It is actually cheese, unintended cheese. And first I want to show what the way is, and then I want to show a level that I made, and I hope my level is not cheesable, I'm not sure, but at least I've tried to prevent the trick I show right now. So once we're here, we can actually kick the power block up off screen, then it will not hit the ceiling, and now we can finish the level from here. But as I said, this is not a developer exit or a cheese. Well, it is a cheese, but not a developer exit, so it's not one of these levels that claims to be impossible, but actually is not. At least in theory, because now I can show it in my level. The setup is basically exactly the same. The only thing that I did was I made a second launcher that will also drop down when you face left, right at the end. So you really have to keep facing right until the very end. because otherwise there would be a launcher that would now block this path right here. And now I'm right here, but I still need the power block in order to put it into this gap right here, because now I cannot cross the gap. And I also had to upload this level, so the final question would be, how does this work? Because there is really no intended way to bring the power block to this position. And to show how exactly this works, I have created the exact same level again, but I've not uploaded it yet, so there is literally the only difference that will ever be in the uploading process and an actual playthrough of the level. This is, by the way, how you beat the level from the start. I've included 2 trolls. There's a vine behind the first door, and there's spikes behind the goal, so you have to use the second vine in order to get on top. So now, when we start from the checkpoint, there's exactly one difference, and the difference is this red coin right here. And the reason why this red coin is still there is because when we upload a level from the checkpoint, we have not played the first part of the level, and the game still thinks this coin is not collected. But when we would actually play the level, we would always start from the beginning, and before we reach the checkpoint, we always collect this coin and it gets saved when we trigger the checkpoint. So the only difference is that this red coin is now there, but exactly this difference makes it possible for me to clear it from the checkpoint, but impossible for any other player to beat it from the checkpoint afterwards, because this coin prevents Yoshi from eating the pow while he uses his tongue. And as I said, if you play the level, the coin will always be collected, and there is no way whatsoever to not grab the power block. So now, in order to do the last step, we have to turn left and right as quickly as possible. And you have to turn left and right really quickly, because otherwise the ghost will trigger immediately. And well, this does not help you to get through here. You cannot use this trick to go in a direction, but you can use it to get the power block. Now we can use this power block in order to finish the level, and it really makes it impossible for other players to beat this level from the checkpoint once it's uploaded. So also it's not possible for me to beat it from the checkpoint when I actually play it. It's just possible in the upload process, because the game thinks we have not collected this first red coin. The only way that we could potentially also beat it would be to get the second red coin somehow, because then all the coins will be resetted and the coin would still also be there in this situation. But there is, at least I think, there is no way to get the other red coin, because it's blocked inside of normal blocks, so you cannot cross these blocks with anything. And that's why it's actually really impossible to beat this level from the checkpoint. And I think ReflectFox found a really interesting mechanic there because, well, this is actually the closest we've ever been to uploading an impossible level. It's, well, semi-impossible. It's impossible from the checkpoint, but of course you still can beat it from the start. But it's a very interesting mechanic, and I hope you enjoyed the video.